Great day everyone, I am Maria Viena May Manalastas from Baen Tubi, and this is my project for Mathematics in Modern World. Today we are going to tackle about the mathematical language and symbols. Mathematical language is a precise and concise way of expressing mathematical concepts, ideas, and relationships using words, symbols, and notations. It is used to communicate mathematical ideas and theories in a way that is universally understood by mathematicians and scientists. Mathematical symbols are specific characters or combinations of characters that represents mathematical concepts, operations, relations, and functions. Some common mathematical symbols include examples. This sign is for addition. This sign is for subtraction. This sign is for multiplication. This sign is for
division,
this sign is for equality, and this sign is for inequality. A sign for less than, and a sign for greater than. A sign for greater than or equal to, or a sign for less than or equal to. A sign for summation, and lastly, a sign for square root. These symbols are used to represent mathematical operations, functions, sets, and relations, and are an important part of mathematical language. Here is an example of mathematical expression with symbols. 2x plus 3y is equals to 7. In this expression, x and y are the variables, and 2, 3, and 7 are constant. Then the plus and equal symbols are operators that represents additions and equality respectively. The expression can be read as 2 times x plus 3 times y equals 7. This is an example of a linear equation in a two variables. It can be used to represent line on a graph, where x and y are the coordinates of the point of the line. Mathematical language and symbols are used in many areas of life, such as science, engineering, finance, and technology. Here is an example of how can we use this in a business. An example of the application of mathematical language and symbols in everyday life is in cooking and baking, where precise measurements are important for achieving the desired outcome. For example, consider a recipe for chocolate chip cookies that makes 24 cookies. The recipe might call for the following ingredients: 2 and 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 cup unsalted butter at room temperature, 3/4 cup white granulated sugar, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips. In this recipe, the use of fractions and measurements in cups, teaspoons, and tablespoons is a form of mathematical language and symbols. Precise measurements are important to ensure that the cookies turns out the way they are intended to. Precise measurements are important to ensure that the cookies turn out the way they are intended to. Similarly, in baking, the use of ratios is common. For example, a common ratio for making bread is 5:3, which means that there is 5 parts flour to 3 parts water. This is another example of how mathematical language and symbols are used in everyday life to achieve a desired outcome, in this case, delicious, perfectly baked treats. In conclusion, mathematical language and symbols act as a universal communication tool in the field of mathematics, assisting people in successfully and efficiently exchanging complicated ideas and thoughts. They aid in laying a solid foundation for mathematical knowledge, and they aid in laying a solid foundation for mathematical knowledge and make it easier for mathematicians and scientists around the world to share information. To fully utilize this language enormous potential in life, potential in the contemporary world, it is essential to comprehend and master it.